Hey YouTuber fans, this is CD Mangaka, and today is another episode of Musical Opinions. This is the series where I sit down in front of you guys on camera and I talk about an album that I have either picked for myself or a fan has suggested in the comment section. We're going to discuss that a little later. This week's band is going to be my personal choice, and it is the band called Rise Against. It is a punk rock band they've been called, but it's a rock band, more or less, and I got into these guys only a few months ago, probably over the summer, if not the start of this last school year, when my friend and I sat down and we were just browsing music videos, and I saw like one off to the side. We watched it. We looked up some of the symbolism in it. The music video we watched was a Rise Against Savior, and the music video has like people in animal suits like fighting in a mosh pit or whatever. And it actually turns out that there's a polar bear and there's an elephant, and the polar bear represents some endangered species, while the elephant in the music video represents the Republican Party, and it's about the Republican Party for, you know, like, the endangered animals, forgiving the Republican Party for all the crap they've done. It's weird. It's a weird music video for the symbolism in it, but when I discovered the political message it was sending, I was like, holy crap, that is really cool. And I started listening to the band more, and I picked up the first album of Rise Against I listened to was Appeal to Reason, and then I bought their 2011 album, Endgame, which incidentally has been named one of the top, one of the best 25 albums of the year by IGN. Go over there, go check that article out. You'll find it like on the first, maybe even the second page. So I was kind of like, oh, really? One of the best. Why is my music so damn good? Like, I don't know. But the album I'm going to talk about today might be my favorite by Rise Against so far. It's their, I believe it's their 2006 album. It's called The Sufferer and the Witness, and this is an album I picked up merely like a week ago, probably, and it's got a pretty good track list on it too. Unfortunately, I have not been able to get all the songs' names in my head, so I have to resort to my iPod to find it. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? It starts off with Chamber the Cartridge, goes Injection, Ready to Fall, Bricks, Under the Knife, Prayer of the Refugee, Drones, The Approaching Curve, Worth Dying For, Behind Closed Doors, Roadside, The Good Left Undone, Survive, and But Tonight We Dance. That's the track list. You can see it here written in text on the side. And it's a fun album, basically. And Rise Against, let me talk about the music style. They're more of a fast-paced band. Day to Remember is kind of fast-paced, but they kind of blend some metal elements with some pop elements. Meanwhile, Rise Against is more of a hard rock group, and it's just kind of always relentless. The bass is really heavy and has some really catchy riffs to it. It's by far Rise Against has my favorite bass riffs out of all the music that I have. And pause for effect. Not really for effect. I just forgot what I was gonna say, because I'm like, their guitars are pretty non-stop. You know, they have some fun riffs, and a couple other things like that. They go on a slow pace. Rise Against, when they go slow, it is beautiful, and I love when they go slow. A couple of songs where they go slow on is like Hero of War. That's a beautiful acoustic song. It's an amazing song. But on this album, they go slow like twice, which is on the Roadside, and then The Approaching Curve. And on this album, they have probably some of the catchiest chorus lines that I've heard, namely in Prayer of the Refugee, which is a single they released. On the Roadside was pretty slow, as far as just like the tempo of the song. The Approaching Curve, probably one of my favorites off the album. It is just really, really nice song, and is a wonderful song, and it has a wonderful catchy chorus to it. Then also The Good Left Undone, that has a really catchy chorus line in it as well. But pretty much Rise Against is kind of relentless. The singer sings really fast, and the reason why I like their stuff, you know, not namely their sound, but it's just like their lyrical message behind it. They address a lot of political and social stuff as well. I mean, it's like my English teacher would love this kind of stuff because he enjoys the stuff that critiques society, more or less. Again, the music video for Rise Against, you know, addresses the Republican Party. They wrote a song on their Endgame album, Make It Stop, which is addressing homophobia. This album, they kind of tackle a few more of the relationship kind of stuff. Hero of War, that's off their Appeal to Reason album. They talk about, you know, like the tragedy of being a soldier. And they have some really strong views. They're part of a group, I forget their name, but there'll be some text with it, and as well as a picture off to the side right now, that basically, you know, says, you know, hey, we don't do drugs, we don't do, you know, unprotected sex, you know, we're a clean group as it is. I can't remember what it's called. And then they're all vegetarians, which is like boss mode on. And so Rise Against is just one of those bands that has something to say. And even though they're not really my favorite band, and I don't listen to like all their songs like all the time, they do have some really strong stuff to them, and they have some really catchy parts to as well. By far, Suffer and the Witness is kind of my favorite album because it's the one that I relate to the most because it hits a few relationship kind of things, and as a teenager, that's what I'm all about, yeah. Don't know why I did that, but either way. Some songs for you to check off this album, definitely Approaching Curve. I do When All the Good, The Good Left Undone, Bricks is a quick song, Prayer of the Refugee, definitely, Chamber of the Cartridge, that's a nice one as well, and Ready to Fall, Injection. Just go listen to a few songs. I guess it's really your choice what you listen to, but all the songs are really good. There are those that stand out, and overall I enjoy Rise Against, and I think that when you find a couple songs that have a message for you that speak out in a way that you really enjoy and that really you connect to, and it's some really good stuff. This band talks about a lot of problems, so if you're a pessimistic person like me, you'll enjoy this band very much. Alright, so that's Rise Against. There's quick musical opinions this week, guys. Not really a lot to say, not really a lot to talk about. Rise Against is just a band that doesn't really evolve musically. They just refine themselves and they address new topics, which is alright and it's fine. So this is this week's musical opinions, guys. Next week is going to be fan choice, so this is finally where you guys are going to unleash your keyboards and go, shout out your band in the comment section. Be sure to, either vote up or comment again, I guess, the band that you want to listen to. Pick one group and stick with that one group, for the love of God. Don't give me 3 bands to listen to. You got to pick one and go with it. And whichever band gets the votes by, I'll say Sunday, is when I'll check everything and I'll go pick a group, is the one that I'll listen to and do the next musical opinions on. So anyways, guys, this has been CD Mangaka. Thank you for watching this musical opinions. I hope you all have a fantastic day.